Hello friends, just like in any profession, there are also those who get tired of football. Today, we've put together a team of people who have grown weary of football. In the goalkeeper position, we have Carlos Roa. He had some magnificent saves during a period in the World Cup, making brilliant stops in what would have been certain goal situations. During the 1998 World Cup, he didn't concede a single goal in the knockout stages. He played a leading role in Argentina's victory over England through penalty shootouts. A year later, at only 29 years old, he retired from football in order to focus on his religious beliefs. What surprised many about Carlos was that he completely distanced himself from football. Retired players often become commentators on TV or social platforms, but Carlos turned down these offers and isolated himself from the world of football. The first centre-back, Gerard Pique, learned to defend at Barcelona alongside a legend like Puyol. He was already talented, and aside from battling with opponents, he was an excellent team player. Perhaps he played a role in the early stages of Barcelona's possession-based style of play. He won many awards and trophies. While Messi, Neymar, and Suarez were scoring goals, Pique was holding the defense. At one point, he and Ramos were even considered the best center-back pair in the world. However, as he got older, his performance declined. In his later years, his personal life took precedence over football, and last year, he surprised everyone by retiring while still getting playing time at Barcelona. No one saw it coming. In fact, Barcelona had to make a center-back transfer because of this. By the way, speaking of Barcelona and center-backs, we need to praise Kristen. We would have praised her if we happened to come across her in the 11 videos, but we just couldn't seem to. From the day she arrived until now, she's been an ever-improving player, playing better every season. This year, she has the highest pass completion rate in La Liga. Another center-back is Hinteregger. His retirement from the green fields at the age of 29 was a shocking move. He won the UEFA Europa League with Frankfurt, but shortly after, he decided to hang up his boots. He was seen parading around the streets with the medal he had won. In his final days, he had some disagreements with his team, but the decision to quit football was truly radical, especially considering he was still a top-tier defensive player. He definitely grew tired of football and wanted to be off the field rather than on it. Hinteregger is now 31 years old and serving as a player coach for the Sciences team. Another center-back is Vrsaljko. Actually, he's a full-back, but we also used him as a center-back. Vrsaljko recently announced that he retired from football at the age of 31. The Croatian player had played for important teams like Atletico Madrid and Inter. Fenerbahce had shown interest in him for a long time. The Yellow Navy team really struggled to bring him in at one point. However, in later years, Vrsaljko claimed to have grown tired of football and retired. The first midfielder is Pogba. Paul Pogba is no longer a star player. In 2018, he was one of the most valuable players in his position. I won't even mention his performances at Juventus before that, but those were the good old days. These days, the player who has tested positive for doping is facing a risk of a 4-year ban. They say it could be 3 or 4 years. Italians are looking at this punishment as almost certain. The Frenchman Pogba, I believe, will retire at the age of 30. While everyone was waiting for him to come back, Pogba's career has ended. Last season, when he returned to Juventus, everyone was expecting him to lead the team to victory. However, Pogba is getting ready to retire. The flashy moves, the skillful goals from a distance, but that's about it. By the way, not just Pogba, but Hazard and Neymar also ruined their careers. The three of them could have even won the Ballon d'Or, they were such stars, but today, they are nowhere to be found, they've fallen apart. Another midfielder is David Bentley. Bentley, who came through the Arsenal Youth Academy, transferred to Tottenham in 2008 for a hefty fee of €22 million. He was touted by the English as having great potential. The transfer fee paid at the time was quite substantial. However, at just 29 years old, he bid farewell to football, stating that the game had changed significantly and become too robotic. He became one of those players who had only one good season. Tottenham loaned him out to several other teams multiple times, but when they didn't see a return on investment, they gave up hope. The player is now 39 years old. Perhaps he should have retired 4 to 5 years ago, but he actually retired a full 10 years ago. On the left wing, we have Eden Hazard. There's a craze for edits on social media, and there are really talented people who do this. They create edits for many football players. The ones that impress me the most are the Hazard edits. Whenever I come across them, I can't help but watch. Hazard received offers from various clubs, especially from Saudi Arabia. It's not like nobody wanted him. However, he grew tired of football and chose to retire. He had always said that when he stopped enjoying it, he would retire. He wasn't enjoying training anymore and was playing very little. He didn't want to join a team just for the money. The decision was clear, he said. I'm now enjoying life like a normal person. Many football fans are very upset with Eden Hazard for this. However, since 2009, he has been the most fouled player. These fouls didn't work in his favor at Chelsea. Before going to Real Madrid, he was someone who hardly ever got injured and played consistently. But the injuries in Madrid ruined him. It completely threw off his balance. The Belgian star retired at the age of 32. We will miss him greatly. On the right wing, we have Andre Schürrle. In 2014, Schürrle won the World Cup in Brazil, scoring 3 goals in 6 matches. He also provided the assist for the goal that brought the championship to Germany in the final. However, the same man retired from football at the age of 29. He had last played on loan at Spartak Moscow. He received many offers, and Chelsea was even monitoring his situation. But he said he no longer found joy in football and had been contemplating retirement for a long time. He bid farewell to the green fields, saying, "I no longer need applause." After retiring from football, he shifted his focus to other things. He engages in mountain climbing, embarks on exploration trips, and explores nature worldwide. He even climbed Snezka Mountain on the Czech-Polish border wearing just shorts. It's worth mentioning that the temperature there can drop as low as -19 degrees Celsius in winter. In the number 10 position, we have Bojan Krkic. He was the first player to emerge as the new Messi. He even had the chance to play alongside Messi. He was a highly talented player, otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to play on the same team as Messi. However, his career planning didn't go as he had envisioned. He is remembered as one of those players who was expected to become a star but couldn't handle the pressure. He played for 11 different teams, including Barcelona's youth academy and the national team. Each time he was transferred, there were high expectations. He went from Barcelona to Roma, then to Milan. Later, he also played for Ajax. At one point, he was close to transferring to Sivasspor. In 2019, he asked for an annual salary of €5 million from Sivasspor. Sivasspor backed out of the transfer because of this demand. By the way, he last played for Vissel Kobe. Marco van Basten, who is considered one of the best strikers in Dutch football history and won the hearts of football fans with his stylish goals, also joined the ranks of those who retired at an early age. Van Basten, who won the European Championship with the Dutch national team in 1988 and was awarded the Ballon d'Or 3 times in his career, had to bid farewell to the green fields at the young age of 28 due to a recurring ankle injury. Another forward is Victor Fischer. The Danish player retired at just 29 years old. He was tired of constantly getting injured, much like Hazard. In other words, his career wasn't going well, and he was in a constant decline. It's not easy. Many players get uncomfortable when their level drops. Growing tired of football often starts this way for some. Fischer could have continued, at least for a few more years, to earn some more money before retiring. However, he couldn't find the inner strength to continue. He left Ajax at a young age. In the following years, he played in England, Germany, and Belgium. His contract was with the Antwerp team. While everyone was making plans for the new season with him, he chose to retire. Yes, friends, we've come to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment on which starting 11 you'd like to see in the next video. Goodbye.